Skip the gym membership while fulfilling your health's New Year's resolution and get the workout in from home. Thunder Fitness trainer Natalie Bedford is joining me to share a few exercises to try with a simple block. Natalie, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that I'm with you because I kid you not, just this morning on my drive-in, I was thinking about there was a time when I used to have a gym membership. I feel like I don't have the time anymore with two very little kids. So I started to think, what could I just do at home? How do I even begin? And look, here you are to tell me what I need to be doing.
Yeah, so today we're going to be using some yoga blocks, and let's get into it.
Okay, so all right, can anybody do this at home?
Anyone
in
can
their
do
living
this.
room?
Yes,
okay,
absolutely. So also, before I get into it, if you don't have a yoga block, you can even take a large towel, fold it up into a little square, and you've modified yourself into a little yoga block if you need.
Okay,
right?
so that works the same.
Yeah, works the same. So
talk me through.
So first exercise, we're going to do a push-up. You're going to put the block right here, put your knee on top of it, walk your arms out about shoulder width, extend that back leg up for balance, and you're going to drop your chest to the floor and press. Now, the reason this is a little bit better than a traditional push-up is because you have that leg in the back for balance, you have the support of the yoga block, and you have full control over the resistance that your body is going into this push-up.
Okay, so that sounds like a lot safer and a lot more attainable.
Exactly.
Can we see it one more time?
Of course you can. So knee over the block, walk your hands out about shoulder width height, extend the back leg nice and high for balance, drop your chest as low as you can to the ground and press.
Okay.
Ooh, you're gonna feel that big time.
So that's what you want to be keeping in mind, as low to the ground as possible.
As low as you can, yes.
With what you can do. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Sure, so the next one, we have a plank on the block. So you're gonna place that block in front. You can use one or two. I'm gonna use two. You're gonna walk it back into a high plank. You're gonna press your toes upwards, keeping a nice flat spine. And there you go. You have an elevated plank.
Okay, and when you're in that position,
yes,
how long should we be holding it? As long as we can?
I would recommend starting with like 15, 20 seconds, right? Work your way up into it. Don't set an unrealistic expectation and say, I'm gonna hold this for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You wanna start small, work your way up.
Work the way up. Okay, and when you are in that position, where do we need to be thinking about what our back is doing? Does it have to be straight? Does it, what's happening there?
That's a really good question. So the reason I like the plank with blocks is because a common mistake you'll see in a traditional plank, shoulders are gonna sink, hips are gonna start to dip. Where if you have the block, you're really giving yourself more elevation and more support to successfully execute the posture.
Okay, so I always worry about that. So I like that you're explaining how to stay safe.
Yes.
Okay, and then something for core.
Yes, so for core, this is just gonna require one yoga block. You're gonna put this between your ankles, okay? You're gonna roll to your backside, take your hands underneath your hips, you're gonna lower and lift. Very controlled movement here, just like this. You're gonna press your back into the floor. Now the nice thing is this block really keeps you engaged. It keeps you stable versus if you didn't have the block, it's a little bit easier to swing and use momentum where that block really does keep you in center.
Oh, and then you have that control.
Exactly.
Over the rise and fall of the legs.
Exactly, yes.
And then again, thinking about being at home, you can be on a carpet, you can be on a rug, so it's not the hard floor.
Exactly.
Okay, I like these. These don't seem intimidating. These aren't overwhelming. This is something that you can start easily doing and incorporating into the new year. Let's talk about where we can find you and the training that you do.
Of course. So you can find me at Thunder Fitness Training. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I also offer online fitness and nutrition coaching. And yeah.
That's perfect for setting new goals for the new year. Natalie, thank you so much for being here. Come back again soon.
Thank you guys.
Awesome.